So, yeah, I wonder could I sell this shit because I'm broke in the mother. All right, he gonna do this shit called I love this motherfucking place for real. All right, this one here called BB. I ain't gonna tell y'all what it means and shit. Y'all figure this shit out. It's been about 15 years since I've had a case. Cause I realized long time ago jail just ain't my rightful place. So just sit back and listen while I share this horrific tale about how I ended up back in Dade County Jail. It was Memorial Day weekend and I'll never forget. Me and my dog was going to South Beach to fuck with some hoes and shit. Now, if you've never been to South Beach on a Memorial Day weekend, then you don't have a clue what you've been missing, my friend. Fine-ass chicks from every country, state, and town come to South Beach player, let me tell you, it's going down. 4 days and nights of partying up and down on the streets and wholesaling pussy to the dirty South Beach. I went to my boy's crib and hit him on the cell phone, but he had issues and told me to just go head on. I said, okay, I'll holler, and he said, for sure. So I jumped in the Lincoln and I slid Olo. Now the Lincoln was a classic, and let me tell you, that motherfucker was clean, with all leather guts and 22s that bling. With a wet rose champagne color paint, everybody called it Big Pimpin', and let me tell you, player, that motherfucker was stank. So I reached South Beach, turned down Washington, rolling real slow, and some Italian, Brazilian-looking bitches rushed my car door. I wind down the window to see what these hoes was about. I peeped facial hairs, faggots, I cleared it, no doubt. So I went in the store to get a coat to chase my Hennessy, and I spotted this bad, little, gorgeous chick just sweating it. I gave her a wink, and little mama, she winked back. And when she turned around, she had more ass than an old Cadillac. She was drenched in diamonds, boots and bag, per Chanel, and she had on a designer miniskirt that made my dick sweat. So I stepped to her and whispered, you must be one of God's most precious creations, because only he could create such beauty out of pure imagination. She just smiled and said hi, and I must have missed the rest, because my focus was on the nipples poking through her vest. She said she was half black and part Vietnamese. She could have been a motherfucking Asian. I just wanted to look between the motherfucking knees. I couldn't pronounce her name. It was Asian of some sort. So she said, player, just call me BB for short. We engaged in some small talk just to make conversation. And when the topic came to sex, she was in the Lincoln with no hesitation. God damn, I was on fire. Boy, I was ready to fuck. When the dilemma hit me, I was gonna get a hotel on South Beach. I just had 50 bucks. So we sipped on Hennessy and I went to thinking, man, I'm gonna get this pussy right here in my motherfucking leg. So I went in the store to get me a rubber, and she stayed in the car and said, hurry back, lover. I peeped back at my car, because in Miami you gotta stay on your toes. And goddamn BB was literally just digging in the nose. I figured she might have had an itch and she was scratching it, but she was twisting her finger like she was unscrewing her brain and shit. When I approached the car, she removed the finger real fast, wagging like I ain't seen her, but I just wanted some of that ass. She had one hand on the purse and the other one on the seat. She removed the one from her purse and began to caress my meat. I must have reached our destination in about 2 seconds flat, parked the Lincoln in the cut, and started rubbing on the cootie cat. She said, make love to me, Big Daddy. I'm yours for the taking. I was butt naked in the flash. Boy, I wasn't even fake. So I rolled on top of her and tried to move the seat back a bit. And on the side of my seat, I felt some slimy, icky, sticky shit. When I realized what it was, I took a deep breath and grabbed my heart. On the side of my seat was a nasty, greenish-ass booger just glowing in the dark. I said, oh, hell no, bitch. You done went too far. I know you ain't put this booger in my motherfucking car. She gave me that sex Asian smile and said, yeah, I did it. They really turned me on. I must admit it. She grabbed a booger with her finger and put it on my dick, and she pulled me real close and she tried to lick. I must have snapped because before I could think, I punched a bitch in the top of the head out of 3 inches. I hit her 2 more times, but she still wouldn't let go. I was about to elbow her, but she sidekicked me clean out the door. She jumped out the car and crouched in some kind of kung fu stand. Now that's when I knew I was really in trouble, man. I threw her right in the left, but both of them missed. And out of nowhere, she hit me in the forehead with a 2-handed fist. She kicked me in the stomach and then she kneed me in the head. She caught me with a roundhouse. I started to bleed. A bitch had 4 sets of legs. I had to grab this hoe because she was just too damn fast. I figured I'd put some Dusty Rhodes moves on her ass. I body slammed her to the ground and tried to catch her with a diving elbow, but she rolled out the way and the bitch put me in the figure four. I was in so much pain, I didn't know whether to shit, scream, or shout. I just heard sirens and flashing things, and I must have passed out. It seemed I was out for a while, but it was only a flash. I came in through time enough to see BB making a motherfucking dash. I wiped myself off and got off the floor, and I screamed, "Bring your ass back, bitch, so I could kick your ass some more." The entire place was swarming with cops like it was a war zone, and I had completely forgot that I ain't have no damn clothes on. The ghetto in me said, "Nigga, you better run." But reality spoke louder when the cop pulled out his gun. He had a double-barrel shotgun with his finger on the trigger, and he said, "I've been dying to kill one of you niggas." I said, "Please, sir, don't kill me. I ain't do nothing wrong. Some of my best friends are white. Can't we all just get along?" They handcuffed me, and I tried to explain what happened. They put me in the car and told me I had to wait on the captain. It was about 2 or 3 hours before she showed up, a big redneck bitch chewing tobacco and spitting in the cup. She walked up to me with a wanted post in her hand and said, "Do you recognize this chick here, my man?" Even though my left eye was swollen, I could still see. I was 100% sure the home on the poster was that bitch, BB. I said, "Yeah, that's the bitch." I thought she was a star. But the hoe tried to kill me, and the bitch put a booger in my motherfucking car. Captain Redneck said her name was Patia Jean. We call her the Booger Bandit, BB for short. She's a sadistic, crazy, psycho bitch of some sort. You're a real lucky son of a bitch just to be alive. 4 other tricking motherfuckers like you didn't survive. Her last victim, she took him out with class. We found him with his dick out with a booger shoved up his ass. You should see what she did to this one white kid. We found him blind with boogers on his eyelids. She's wanted in 2 countries, 1 island, and 10 states for spreading boogers everywhere and killing all the dates. Captain Redneck said, "It's been nice meeting you, it's been real swell." Then she locked my ass up for being naked on South Beach and took my ass back to the Dade County jail. Now I know some of y'all think I'm just lying and carrying on, but here's some advice to you hoes who be putting boogers where they don't belong. I know you were taught to use napkins and tissue, but when there's none around, it becomes a whole new issue. You may try to thump them, but that gets kind of tricky because they be laying anywhere and they get all wet and sticky. You may try to rub them on shit, but they just cling to your finger, and when you think they're gone, they always linger. Well, I don't have a solution and don't claim to be a genius by far, but whatever you do, bitch, you better not put no booger in my motherfucking car.